What is up? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thugs and squirrels. The magpie is the sun is nowhere to be seen because the stars are shining, and the magpie is drinking. Coming at you guys today with a 1 vs 1 Alcocast featuring spawning in the north. It's going to be the Soviet forces of Love Nest, and spawning in the south. It's going to be the Wehrmacht forces of Tomikaze. So, two, thankfully, quite pronounceable names. This evening's broadcast is sponsored by CH3CH2OH. That's right, ethanol is the alcohol of choice for Magpie this evening. He is going to be under the influence as we move forward during this game. The map is Angerville, how can I remember the name of this map when I'm had some drinks but like not otherwise? That's controversial, you see what I mean? Because like normally I don't remember it, but now I'm supposed to be like impaired because I've had some ethanols, and actually I can remember it. So anyway, conscripts capturing, that's a thing. Engineers, they're running, that's a thing. Let's crack the tack actually, because mini maps are small. And hang on, let's more drink needed. Hang on. Right, that's better. Okay, let's kick this cast into gear. So, opening scuffle here. Got a squad of grenadiers. They're going to chase off these engineers. Engineers, they just, I don't know what it is with engineers. They just can't shoot for shizzle. Like, they've got 4 rifles, so the same as grenadiers. So you think if they spent some time on the range, they could actually get it done, but no. Anyway, they're going to grab this building, and that's going to be a thing. There's also a scuffle on the left. This is going to be another thing. 6 conscripts here. There's some pioneers here. They've got the old MP30 SMG. Not going to be very good against conscripts, I'm afraid, at that range, or indeed at any range, because the trouble is if you close in with the MP30s, yeah, you'll be doing decent damage and you'll be trading kind of efficiently, but the conscript squad will still win. They've got 6 members. There's an MG42 down here. Pardon me. Blame the ethanols. So, yes, MG42. Love the sound that gun makes, actually. It's like one of the, it's almost a force of nature. That sound I could almost believe if somewhere in nature that sound existed. Whoa, what's going on here? Grenadiers, ×2, conscripts, and cover. Let's get a conscript's eye view on the situation. Okay, there you can see. Put. Wow, imagine if I had a sniper rifle, it would be like, BAM! Ding, 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 ding! But I don't have a sniper rifle because I'm an observer. All I have is this camera. Let's have a drink, hang on. Right, so, these Schweine have engaged us. Okay, sorry, let's see. So, let's see. Love Nest is the Soviet player. He is being suppressed by an MG42 on the left flank. That's pretty standard stuff, I guess. Conscript's going to be moving in. There's a mortar squad on the field, a GR34. Oh, Grenadier down. I heard someone yelling Grenadier down. Wow, these guys need to fall back. This is not a fight that this guy can take. Run, Mr. Grenadier. He does run. That's good. Meanwhile, over here, the munitions point is captured. Seemingly, both players are kind of ignoring the right flank, which is kind of weird because that's where 2 of the victory points are, which is worth more than just 1 of the victory points, which is on the left, which is worth less than 2 of the victory points, which are on the right. Ooh, wow. Oh, okay. No, that's okay. This was not as exciting as I thought. There's some pioneers, and the conscripts are shooting them whilst kind of building sandbags, but they haven't got as far as actually putting sandbags down. What they've done so far is put down really badly textured rocks. Oh, there we go. Now stuff's happening. That is sandbags on the build. Also on the build queue, this beer. Hang on. You know what? Actually, I should give some sort of an intro to this whole thing. So, I decided to do an Alcocast, woo, to celebrate having 50 subscribers. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And that's what's happening right now. I should have actually said that right at the start, but I didn't. So that's the format for this broadcast. Conscripts are going to steal this victory point. Let's crack the tack and see what's going on. We've got quite heavy commitment from the Axis player, whose name is Tomikaze, on the right flank here. So he's got grenadiers and MG. Is that in a building? No, but it's in a good position. It's covering a building, so that's nearly the same as being in a building. And the grenadiers here are they're gonna take on these engineers, and so conscripts are in this building. These grenadiers should win that with the help of the MG, especially because there's a mortar backing them up. Actually, that makes that quite potent. Pardon me. So, Grenadiers. No, wait, these are Pioneers. They're taking the fuel point. Let's take a look at the scoreline. 459 for the Allied player Love Nest to 496 for the Vermac player Tomikaze. This is really hard. Okay, right, focus now, focus now. MG42 in the building. The Arc is pretty good. Gonna catch these conscripts in the Arc. Conscripts are up to 1-star veterancy. These Grenadiers kinda... I would expect them to lose this fight. No, wait, no, they're gonna win that. Okay, good. And Pioneers, they have the flamethrower upgrade, so they're gonna roast and toast these Engineers, who likewise have the flamethrower upgrade, but they're gonna just play it safe for now. Fall back in the face of the Grenadier and the Pioneer squad here, and it looks like we've got a moment of quiet, so I'm going to crack the tack and have a drink. Count. A Maxim squad, the weapon of choice for the Soviet player. So that's, I mean, in this building that would be really strong actually, so let's see if he decides to put it in that building. On the left flank, we've got a squad of, what are these, conscripts, and they are like capping up all the shizzle. And then, so, Mortar Squad is doing some work. Where are they? Yeah, they're in a good position, actually. This is a nice defensible position. I quite like this. They're just going to be putting the pain down. Oh, no. I think this round is going to hit the Pioneers. No, it's not. It's going to go long. The Mortar Squad's smart. Where's the MG42? Way back here. That is not so useful, because now it can't help fight. I preferred this position here. And pardon me, Maxim squad in a decent position, going to catch these Grenadiers in its arc. Are they going to complete the capture? No, they're going to get pinned way before. That's going to force the fallback from Tomikaze. Neither player's chosen a commander yet. Pardon me, that's terrible. This is, you know what? I'm not much of a drinker, as you might have guessed. So when it came down to the things that I could choose to drink, I thought, you know, I should clearly have some shots or do some sort of spirits, but actually I don't really handle those so well, so I just had a load of beer. Beer, of course, is carbonated, and that is playing somewhat of havoc with my casting, as you may have noticed, so apologies for that. So, okay, MG42 still in this building, that's doing good work. Let's check the tech here for the Soviet player. He does have his Tank of V battalion command, and he's floating, what, 60 fuel, so we could look to see an Su-76 in 15 fuels time, which is like half a minute. So yeah, we could have a Su-76 coming at some point. Leichter Mechanized Company is just now being constructed by our German player, so actually, in terms of tech, he's actually quite far behind. I wonder if he'll rush to Battle Phase 2, or if he'll go for something that costs fuel out of the Battle Phase 1 building. It can be hard to tell. Let's have a drink. So, looks like we're going to have a scuffle here on the left flank now. There are two Soviet units over here. We've got the Maxim, we've got some conscripts. Looks like they're happy to just sit tight for now. They do control the fuel point and one of the victory points, so that seems like a pretty good compromise for Love Nest. His name's Love Nest! How did... I only just noticed that. Anyway. These conscripts, whoa, the mortar squad, wow, that's a squad wipe. That was a horrendously unlucky squad wipe. These guys have been blown into chunky kibbles. So a mortar landed in the middle, and then these Grenadiers picked off the last man, because they're pretty accurate. So, wow, that is harsh times for that squad. MG42 is going to force these conscripts back. The Maxim stays in this position here. Kind of wish it would just go to this light cover here. It bugs me that it's just not in cover. It's also actually not deployed, is it? So that's quite smart, because that way, if it sees some enemies, it'll automatically turn to face them. And that'll be the thing. So Pioneers here, they've got the flamethrower. They're going to get rid of these Grenadiers, Engineers, sorry, and they can push forward and flank for nothing because they're gone. And the T-70 is going to push forward. That's going to cause all this infantry to fall back. Although they did get a Panzerfaust onto it, so its engine is broken. I just heard someone yell "piece of shit" with a German accent, though. That was amusing. I've never heard that before. Why would anyone yell that? Anyway, another Panzerfaust is going to come down. That's going to break the engine again, or something. I thought the engine was already broken. I'm super confused. Did he use some kind of repair-related ability? Ah, he used a repair-related ability. Crew repair. Wow, does the T-70 just have this from Veteran C0 with no commander upgrade? Wow, the T-70 just has crew repair. I did not know that. What that is an information to me, to the face. Information to my face, which is new. New information to the face, indeed. So that is a T-70 with a broken engine. But he could spend like 60 munitions and repair that broken engine, which is pretty sweet. Pack 40 going to be here at the back. Pack 40, of course, the potent anti-tank weapon. I wonder how many tanks over the course of Company of Heroes 2 have been blown up by Pack 40s. I would guess 2,700,005. That's how many I would guess. Like lots, basically. A lot of vehicles have been blown up. over the couple of years that this game's been released by the German anti-tank gun. It's very efficient, very accurate, very powerful. And we got scuffles on both flanks right now. We got some pioneers. They're kind of getting dackered by the Maxim gun here. They are probably not going to complete this capture. They'll get pinned down even though they're in heavy cover. I imagine they'll have to fall back. Meanwhile, on the left flank, we've got a T-70 here. Engineers, 2 squads of conscripts. They're going to be dackering this pack gun. Here comes some pioneers to try and roast and toast and save them. Actually, these conscripts are on low enough health that these pioneers could do something, actually. This actually might achieve something. Let's get the zoom in here. Oh, this guy's dead. Franz, no! Hans, no! Nein, I mean, I'm German. Ich bin Deutsch. So, wow, he's going to... Oh, they all got mowed down. Pioneers got mowed down. So, they are no longer going to be available to hold this flank. Also, the Flammenwerfer 35 was dropped on the floor here. Tomikaze, I wonder if he's cognizant of this. Yeah, seemingly he's going to come out. Some Grenadiers, I'm sure, will grab this Flamer. I mean, it's a useful upgrade even for a Grenadier squad. Yeah, they never want to be close, but it actually really helps if they are close. Love to see Tomikaze grab this. Come on, Tomikaze. Come on, Tomikaze. Come on, Tomikaze. Let's grab it. Let's grab it. Let's rock and roll. Let's get it. Let's get some flaming on. Is he not going to grab it? He's got to grab it. There we go. Fight on the right flank. T-70 engaging a mortar squad. Mortar squad's going to fall back, but it looks a little late. It's going to try and get out of that. Oh my god, no, they got gibbed. So, pardon me, they got gibbed, so the grenade launcher 34, the mortar is here, it's down. And the T-70 is gonna be taken on by a 222 scout cars, 222. And that is going to actually be doing pretty decent work. Combined with the Panzerfaust, the main gun on the T-70 gets taken out, and the 222 is going to stalk. Here it comes. It's actually going to get this kill. I can't see anything that would deny it. So that is pretty spicy. Wow, the German scout car getting itself like a level and a half of veterancy from destroying that light tank. So that's pretty cool. I can hear a machine gun firing. There's nothing here. Enemy forces are securing our Why can I hear a machine? There's like a... No, okay. There's an MG42 somewhere. I can hear it firing. Oh, okay, it's an LMG42 on this squad. That's turbo confusing me. No, it's not. What? Okay, ignore all that. Anyway, Grenadiers here. They're going to be forced back. 2-star veterancy and a Flamer is nothing in the face of 12 conscripts, unfortunately. Oh no, Tomikaze, are you paying any attention? Tomikaze, get this guy out of here. He's got a... No! Oh no, he burned to death. So he's gone. Meanwhile, shock troops are coming in and utterly routing everything here. You've got to feel like Loveness has the upper hand. He finds himself at a lead, 436 to 394. Let's do some quick... That's 42 ticket lead. He's got the lead, has Loveness, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. These are shock troops, they're just like kicking ass, taking names, chewing bubblegum, all those good things. MG42 has them in their arch, so it's going to force them back, but you know, not before they've done what I can only describe as terrible damage to the Axis forces. Maxim gun here, going to do what it can, going to scurry for a better position, not sure exactly where that's going to end up. And Tomikaze finds himself right now in control of like one control point. So suboptimal times for the Wehrmacht player. If we look at the supply, he finds himself at 31 under 42, and if we look at the top right and the top left, we can see that he is like somewhat outnumbered. He's got 3 of Grenadiers, an MG42 and a mortar squad. These Pioneers not really adding much backbone to the fight, so we can kind of almost discount them. I suppose we can discount these Engineers as well for the Russian forces. So 3 conscripts, a shock, a Maxim, and a Zisgun, or is this a captured pack? It's a captured pack. Insult to injury for the Soviet player. Has been he's done that. So what have we got going on here? Oh yeah, some conscripts are in this building. There's like Grenadiers and stuff taking shots. Here's an MG42. That is firing into the window. Let's look in the window. Let's look in the window and see. Oh look! He got one. This guy here. Wow. Oh wow. There's a conscript. Hello. I'm a conscript. I'm a conscript and I'm firing my rifle. Oh no, incendiary ammo! Quick, time to get out of here. That is my Russian accent at its best. It's not my Russian accent at its best. I do a reasonable Russian accent actually. Building Soviet economy, making Soviet Russia strong. That's like a slightly better Russian accent, I suppose. One being Mr. Vasily, one being only. This is shock troops and stuff. Let's crack attack. Big Russian number of units in this location. We've got conscripts, machine guns, shock troops, and these guys are falling back actually. Pack gun and stuff. And there's an MG42 and some Grenadiers in a good position, actually. Reasonable position in the building. They're taking a lot of fire, but they're also doing okay damage. MG42 suppressing a lot of dudes. That thing's actually up to 2 stars now, 11 kills. Looking, what upgrades does it get? Increases suppression and field control. Interesting. Okay, cool. So they're hitting in for damage on these conscripts and suppression and damage. Got a squad of Grenadiers. They're going to start chewing up ground on the left here. Going to try and get some, you know, retake the land for the Axis player, Tomokaze. And let's see, so Maxim kind of dackering these guys. They're going to fall back. Seems wise. Run, Schneider, get out of here, run! And I can hear fighting. That sounds like shock troops. Yeah, shock troops going to see off these Grenadiers over here. And a T-34, the controversial choice. So T-34 is, so somewhere here we go. We've got a mechanized armor camp on there. This is where the T-34 is now built from. Which is turbo confusing. I'm just saying, Relic, if you've got a building called a Tank of E Battalion Command, it only makes light tanks, and then you've got a building called a mechanized armor camp on there, and this is the one where you actually get your tanks from. Like, Relic, please, like, I know this wasn't how it was when it released, but this is just confusing shizzle now. Let's see how quickly I can click on these two buildings. Okay, not that quick. So I'm just saying that's confusing. Anyway, T-34, the slightly controversial choice. The reason I say slightly controversial, a lot of players these days don't really think that the... a lot of players these days, they think that the T-34 is pretty underpowered. Wow, this Panzer Grenadier needs to fall back. He's on turbo low health. All of his mates have died. Ah, shock troops get squad wiped. That was a 2-star squad of shock troops. And actually, if you look at the supply, it's 40 to 45. Look at the top right, look at the top left. Things not looking too bad for Tomokaze. He might be able to pull himself into this game yet. He doesn't have a lot of time if you look at the scoreline. 283 under 436 for Tomokaze. But he's kind of pushing out onto the map, getting some stuff. Oh, yeah, the T-34 is coming. This is issues. I mean, wow, this is just asking for a Panzerfaust. No, double fallback. You'd have thought you'd have gone for at least one fallback. What's this? Stuka anti-tank strike comes down from Tomokaze. Oh no, it missed though. But you can see there's the Ju-87 Stuka aeroplane, a Junkers. So, does it not come back? Oh, I thought it used to come back. Anti-tank strafe, does it only come in once? No. So which, there's one of them which like loiters around for a while and like blasts them with cannons for ages. I've had it destroy stuff when I was playing as Brits. But this ability is the same, it's different actually, sorry, it's not the same, it's different. Tomokaze has chosen his commander, he's chosen Close Air Support Doctrine. It's got these things on the screen now, press pause. If you want to see them. I mean, press pause if you want to see them now, blah blah blah. And Love Nest has this commander, Shock Rifle, Frontline Tactics, who has a much better hat. So, I mean, it looks warmer anyway. Although Tomokaze's probably is like cooler if you're like into club or whatever. Actually, I don't know, to be honest. If you're wearing like an Axis Army Officer's hat into club, you're probably going to get a lot of funny looks. Not sure it's cooler into club, but definitely less warm, I think, than Love Nest's hat, which looks like it's actually made of like wool or something. I mean, that's not Love Nest's actual hat, it's his commander's hat. So anyway, these Grenadiers pinned down in the open. What is that? Wow, the pack gun just like blew up a Grenadier and hurt all the others. That is a rare shot from a pack gun that achieves that. The GL-34 mortar squad is kind of doing well. He managed to re-grab that because remember the squad got wiped here by like some shock troops or something. No, it was by the T-70. So he's managed to reman that. There's still a two-star MG squad on the field here. So they're doing good for themselves. How many kills do they have? Like some 15. T-34 here. Oh, is this the second one? Holy spoons! And the T-34, of course, only costs 80 fuel, and it is a proper tank. You know, like whoa, incendiary artillery coming in. Ah, it's getting all incendiary in here. If you can't stand the heat, get out the incendiary. But T-34s are cool. I was talking about them before. I feel like I had something else to say about them, but I can't remember what that was. Anyway, so there's some Axis stuff going on here. Let's crack the tack. Let's not crack the tack, there's a fight happening. So, like, Axis stuff, pretty much all the Axis stuff is, like, within this screen here. It's, like, 6 units worth of Axis stuff, pretty much. A couple more just here to the south. T-34 going to do what it can. Of course, the Soviet T-34, pretty good against infantry, actually. The tank can fire high explosive shells. It has a number of machine guns. It's quite cheap, so pretty good against infantry. Whoa! Something blew up the sandbags and some conscripts. That's, like, well... That's well OP. Man, Relic, nerf Grenadiers or something. That was nuts. And here's a, pardon me. Pardon me. Here's a Maxim. There's a Maxim gun, and it's... Wow, got a lot of grenadiers in it. It's like, this Maxim's been doing work, actually. It's at 2 stars. Only 4 kills, but 2 stars of veterancy. A Katusha is coming out. A Katyushka is coming out. And that is going to be difficult right now. I mean, look at the top right and ask yourself, what here doesn't die to a Katyushka? Not Panzer Grenadiers, not Grenadiers, not Grenadiers, not Grenadiers, not Pioneers, not an MG, not Mortar, not Pack Gun, not Pack Gun. So they all die to a Katyushka. That's bad if you are Tomikaze. Detailed and hard-hitting analysis. That's right, Magpie 842 at your service, day in, day out, or something. And so yeah, Maxim's in a good position. The T-34s are going to come in. No action on the right flank, and I would love it if Tomikaze would just send like 1 squad of dudes to the right flank. That would be super helpful right now. It would be really useful for him. These 2 pack guns are going to be forced to retreat, which is a shame, because the thing that's forcing them to retreat is the very thing they're supposed to counter. Here comes what I can only assume is artillery of the incendiary variety. Boom, boom, boom. Here also comes the tank hunting strafe. Now that may or may not have done some damage to this T-34. What I do know is it's damaged. What I don't know is what did that damage. 2 pack guns going to turn around. That's actually going to destroy one of the Soviet tanks. Tomikaze! Tomikaze! He's coming back in this game. Diddle, diddle, look. Okay, couldn't think of a rhyme there. Couldn't think of a rhyme. I'll just be honest with you. I'm going to level with you. You're my trusted viewers. I can like break the, split the uprights with the. I don't even know where that metaphor was going. But yeah. So here comes the Axis forces. 2 star, 3 star. Lot of stars. If the Axis forces. All right, no, seriously though. Come on, let's focus now. So these conscripts, they're going to be forced back. The Axis advance is resurgent here. A lot of reinforcing's been done, so they're all at like 4 men. The Katyushka, as far as I know, Katusha, not Katyushka. Oh, it has fired. I just totally missed it. I didn't even hear it. That's devastating. Wow. Good opportunity for a rifle grenade here. We've got quite the cluster on these conscripts. Now let's see if... oh! The rifle grenade was forthcoming, destroyed their cover, but none of the conscripts. And that apparently is so horrifying a concept that these grenadiers are going to fall back! And so there they go. This MG42 wants to get into a decent position. It's strange to me. Okay, finally he's sending something to the right. Here we go. See, this is what Tomikaze needed to do. There's mines there! Careful, boy! Is he going to defuse them? Yeah, he's defusing them. Cool. So anyway, he needs to send something to the... Oh, he's multitasking. He's defusing those mines whilst he captures this point. Here comes a plucky T-70 though, and that is going to do quite a lot of work against these guys. Oh dear, you've got to feel sorry for poor Heinrich here, who was destroyed. His gun though is levitating. Anti-gravity technology, of course, was used as a way of stabilizing recoil and enabling more efficient reloads by the Axis forces. It was a late war technology invention though. A little bit kind of, you know, secret tech there, the anti-grav reload stabilizers. Yeah, you know, this is we know what happened now in World War II, and anti-grav reload stabilizers were a real thing. Seriously though, focus. Alright, here we go. Huh! Okay. Magpie, engaging commentary mode. Here we go. So 2 grenadiers here in the south. There's like, they're in like a reasonable amount of veterancy. There's like 8 of them. They could, yeah, they'll take this fight at long range against like these conscript squads. But you've got to think, I mean, there are 2 T-70s and a T-34 on the field. That is a lot of armor for the Soviet player. And right now, the anti-armor for Tomikaze consists of what? 2 Pack 40s in an okay position, but he could get... Oh no, wait, he also has Panzerschrecks on these Panzer Grenadiers, but the T-70 is going to come around, just take some shots at these Panzer Grenadiers. Meanwhile, on the left flank, we've got a... Whoa, somewhere there's a Katyushka firing. Where are those rockets going? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so they're blowing up here. Killed a couple of infantry, but nothing backbreaking. Going to force an MG out of the fight. Here comes a T-34, and that will be slightly more onerous. Here comes a T-70. 30 points only remaining, though. Tomikaze stands a real chance of... need a drink. Okay, so Tomikaze stands a real chance of being pushed out of this game on victory points, which would be a shame. I feel like he's put up such a spirited resistance, because he's basically been behind this entire game. Pack 40 gets in a decent position, gets a hit in on the T-34, probably he's going to get a second. On fire, boom, there we go, yeah. But between the T-70 and the T-34, yeah, it's going to get nuked out. So that leaves these Panzer Grenadiers as the only anti-tank defense right now for Tomikaze, and it's just not going to be enough. I mean, look at the amount of vehicles out for the Soviet player right now. There's an engine-damaged T-70, that could actually be picked off by these Panzer Grenadiers. Pardon me, that's terribly rude. Let's see if that's going to be what happens here. No! Okay, going to take some shots at the T-34 instead. And that's quite low on health now, actually. These Panzer Grenadiers, if they start moving now... No, he just took it out. What? I have no idea what killed that, but it was good. Pardon me, it's terribly rude. It's terribly rude. Mortar squad and something else going to blow up on that bundle grenade, going to blow up these guys. Then somebody else shot this guy. So these guys are dead, and they were conscripts. So that is a squad loss for Love Nest. And so that is a setback for the Soviet player. Now, 18 points remaining for Tomokaze. Is that going to be enough to win the game? I don't think so, but let's see, because no, Soviet players forces capturing this point, and with that, you've got to ask yourself: does Tomokaze have enough time left to get out from under this clock of 14 tickets? No, because he needs to capture like at least 2 points. So okay, if he starts capturing this one, and if these guys over here actually make it onto this one, okay, it's hypothetically possible. I've run all the calculations, I've run about 100 hypothetical scenarios in my head, and I can tell you it is possible. These guys need to capture this one, and these guys need to decapture this one. Okay, he's actually making it happen. Tomokaze. T-70 kind of running amok here, another T-70 running amok here. Oh no, so he decapped this point, but the T's... Oh no, don't lose your 3-star squad! Oh, I tell you what, man, the T-70 is nearly as good as the Ostwind. It is super devastating against infantry, as demonstrated there. And a 222 is the choice? Why not? Why not? Why not? Just send in the T-70. I mean, the clock is stopped right now for Tomokaze. Like, until the Soviet player takes back this point or this point, you know, Tomokaze is not going to be out this game on victory tickets points. Schmickets, Roints, Joints, Spickets. So he's gonna be okay for like a little while. But let's crack the tack, and then you can see, there's a pack gun here, ironically, for the Soviet player. Gonna be capturing this point, and when that capture completes, we'll have 5 times 4 seconds, which is 20 seconds worth of time for Tomokaze left in this game. Now he's doing everything he can. He's desperately trying to get this point back, but he needs dudes on this point now. And there are no dudes on this point, like spoilers. No dudes on the point. MG42 shooting away here for King and Country. Actually, it's German for Führer and Country. And so he's gonna... There we go. Tomokaze pushed out the game on victory points. A victory here. 436 to 0 tickets for Love Nest. So yeah, strong play from Love Nest. Looking forward to seeing more games from him. I would say his style is a kind of he's like Soviets as you think of Soviets. Just overran his foe, constant aggression, making use of really nice Soviet cheap armor as well. Making use of the mechanized armor Kampanaya units there quite a lot. T-34, Katushka, pretty good. T-70 from the Tankovy Battalion Command, also pretty good. And for Tomokaze, just never really able to gain a foothold in this game. I never really felt like he was ever truly ahead, and he seemed like that was because it's a bad thing. So, and that's the end of the analysis. And so, thank you very much for watching. You're all awesome. 50 subscribers, woo! Magpie is, and so I'm going to cast another game after this, because I feel like I should get a lot more mileage out of this beer, and that's what's going to happen. So, catching you for the next Alcocast, Magpie 842 is signing out.